Hey everyone, welcome to Shout Out Wednesday. Yes, I'm going to try to get this back going again. And let me get over here, and here I am. All right. So I'm trying to get things going back in to help out the community more, other than what I've been doing. I used to do a bunch of shout outs all the time. So I'm going to try to do a few shout outs today. And I'm getting everything ready over here on the other screen here. And amongst the shout outs here, I'm going to be doing a mail call opening here. And it has to do with one of the shout outs. So, but first, let's see. First one in was CP at Hugo Homestead, followed by Ada Near, then Suburban Hillbilly, and then Joe at Garden State Gardener. And guess what? That's who the mail calls from. Is from Joe. And let's see here. And that froze. Then we had the Practical Rifleman came in. Then Troop 1351. And yeah, they got nailed with a 32-minute religious ad from one of these televangelists. If you want to skip those, you can skip those. And I'll talk more about that when we get done here in a second here. Suzanne Goulet came in next. And okay, so those are all the ones that are commenting so far. That's good. When it comes to supporting some of these channels, that's what I'm doing shout outs and stuff, is that once they become monetized, and some of the ones I'm going to be shouting out are monetized, once they become monetized, a great way you can support them is let the ads play, unless it's a really long one. And then there's a way you can get around that. And I'll show you that when I jump over here, a way to get around the long ads without killing them and allowing them to get the from the ads playing. Oh, I wish this was my garden behind me. We're working on it. Hopefully by the time the wife gets up here, this is what it'll look like. All righty. More mail was sent out today. Hey. And so I'll talk about how I'm getting all this mail from Garden State Gardener in a minute. But first, let's go ahead and look at some of these, some of the channels I want to shout out here. All right, the first several here are ones that are below 1,000. This is Audra at Homestead in Idaho. She and her family here, and she just put out a video yesterday. Spring seeds starting. She's starting seeds in her greenhouse and getting them ready. But then she also has goats and all sorts of goats and cows and stuff. So she's got some really good content there. So, check her out. Check out some of her older comment and encourage her to get back making a lot of it. She used to make videos, like 2 or 3 videos a week. And that way we can get her, give her some support and get her moving again in her subscribers. She's at 783. And hang on a second here. I'm going to toss this down in here. There is the link to Audra. And I've actually had Audra up on my panel a couple times. So there's the link for her. Check her out. She's doing some really cool things over there. All right, the next one I'm going to show up here is Tennessee Tactical One. Jeremy is a nut. He's a nut like me. I like him. He does a lot of stuff. He does live streams on Saturdays, and they're really off the hook. He does a bunch of short video clips showing certain people doing stupid stuff. You'll love it. One of the funniest ones I have is he has this lady. She's holding her cat, and she's going off. She's one of these woke ones, and she's going, "I identify as," and the cat just starts smacking her. So he does all sorts of funny things like that. And so here is Jeremy's link. And there's Jeremy's link. Oh, practical Yeah, I'm doing a very small garden because the wife wants me making several trips to California to bring more of our belongings up here. As we get closer and closer to her retiring, she wants some of the stuff cleaned out, out of the house there, so she can get and stuff cleaned up on the property and get things better. And I identify as Heinz 57. Both in my genealogy and in what I am. I'm a former federal officer, former deputy sheriff, electrician, welder, heavy equipment operator, farmer, cattleman. I mean, all the things I've done in my life. Yeah, I'm a Heinz 57. All right. So, anyways, back to Jeremy here. Jeremy here it puts out some good ones. He has a bunch of shorts. He talks about stuff. One of the things he was doing quite a bit was every Monday he used to do the go out and buy. When you go out and buy some ammunition, he give a report on what the ammunition was, how much it was costing everywhere, and those are still up there. You can go and look at them, but he's got some interesting ones there. And then of course he has his live streams. Saturday SHTF. Yeah, number 14 was this last Saturday, so it ought to be coming out here. He does some really interesting fun. Next one here, Idaho Garden Girl. And so if you've been watching any of my lives, you've seen Steph in there quite a bit. And she actually won twice last night on the Gray Man Prepping, my other channel, on the giveaway. Which, since I'm going to talk about the giveaway for a second here, I'll leave her up there. And I'll go ahead and throw her link down in. There we go. I'm doing giveaways on both my channels, Camppatton Family Compound and Gray Man Prepping. On Mondays, it's for Camppatton Family Compound. On the Monday night Fireside Chat, I'm doing 3 giveaways. One for channel members on a wheel with all the names in it. One for channel members with a question. The first one answers the questions, wins. And one for subscribers. First one to answer wins. And so, so that's what I'm doing those on both channels. And last night, Steph won twice. Kaylin won twice. I did a couple extra. I did 2 extras last night. So Kaylin Strain won twice, and Don at WD Glock and Roll won last night. And all 3 of those I'm going to be showing here today. Great channels. All right, so. Steph has a lot of things. She's working on her garden there in over in western Idaho. I'm in eastern Idaho, and she's going through and she's showing a lot of stuff on her garden and setting things up. Really great. She's in I'm not sure she's in an HOA or not, but she's in, she can't do all the things she really wants to do because she's close to neighbors that, Anyway, but she's doing a great job there. All right, the next one I want to talk about here is Abby, Bountiful Harvest Abby. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if Abby's turned 18 yet or not. If anybody in the chat can fire off that, answer that. Hey, Brenda at Duncan 1900 Homestead. Abby, if she's not 18, she's turning 18 shortly. Okay, and then because most of the videos she doesn't show her face in. So once she turns 18, she's going to start showing her face. So I thought she showed her face in a recent video, so she may have turned 18 already. But there is Abby's greenhouse is amazing. It's amazing right now and what she's doing with it. Let's see here, videos. So this is greenhouse update. What she's doing in her greenhouse. And look at that green. This is the greenhouse showing a little bit more of there. And so she's doing absolutely fabulous there. Oh man. Yeah, she is an amazing young woman and doing amazing things here. And did I throw her thing out there yet? No, not yet. Or did I? I think I may have done that. I did 30G. I did put her link out there already. Good. All right. So, sorry, my alarm going off. That means my grandson's coming home from school, but my daughter's been out there taking care of it, so I don't have to worry about it. So Abby is one. She's at 314. She even has an online store. She is doing a lot for a young woman. She is amazing. She needs our support. So if you're not subscribed to Abby at Bountiful Harvest, Abby, go over there and subscribe to her. All right, and let's go to the next one here. And the next one is Don, WD Glock and Roll. Don was one of the winners last night. And let me throw his link down in here. Don is a retired deputy sheriff over there in Oregon. When Oregon was on fire a couple years back, he was going around to all his neighbors and watering their animals and stuff. Because when they had a lot of areas had to evacuate, he was going up in there because he had his badge still. He was able to go up there, water people's animals and stuff, take care of things up there, and report back to the people how their properties are doing. He was just doing this out of the goodness of his heart. He's a great guy. And if you want to do stuff about Sasquatch, he does Sasquatch stuff as well, and it's kind of cool. So that has a bunch of different videos, and he caught one here of a motorhome where the propane tank caught on fire. He catches all the stuff going on, puts it up there for us to know what's going on around there. Great guy, good supporter, all around good guy to be there for. All right, the next one here. All right, we're done with the one. Those previous ones are under 1,000. Now we're going to the great channels that are over 1,000, and we got Joe at Garden State Gardener. Joe here was in the chat here. He's there, and so we got several things going with Joe. So I'm going to drop his link in first. I'm going to talk about Joe here. Joe every Sunday does Sunday Fun Day at 7 o'clock Eastern for 2 hours. The first hour he has guests on, a panel of guests, and they talk about different things. I've been on there with Uncle Al and stuff, talking about emergency preparedness. He has the yarn ladies up there talking about knitting and crocheting and stuff. But on Sunday, the second half of the hour, he gives away seeds, and he gives away yarn, and he gives away a bunch of stuff. And one of the other things Joe does, he does comical shout out type videos, checkout videos. So I'm going to, his is the last one he put out. I'm going to bring it up here, and you can laugh your head off at me. He's got sound going, and he animates me, and I'm singing a weird song there. It's been ages since my neck has worked like that. But Joe does a lot of those. He has a bunch of stuff. He has funny shorts, that he does out there. Absolutely hilarious. He's a great supporter of a lot of channels. And Joe's great. So, but before I go on to the next one, Joe sent me a thanks. Here's my opening here. Let me get this opened up here using my everyday carry knife here. And actually, let me go ahead and jump over this way here. Yeah, so I'm doing my using my everyday carry here. I'm opening up the packet, the letter he sent. Okay, and it says, as always, congratulations from the Garden State Gardener. Oh, I got several packets in here. Oh, okay. My wife's going to love this one. From Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Pickling cucumber, 25 seeds. So this is great. I'm probably going to pop this one open and send 4 of the seeds to my wife, so she can do something down there and keep the rest up here for when she gets up here. But that way she can play down there in California. Then from M.I. Gardner, 25 Ace 55 tomatoes. So got that. And then from Baker's Creek, the German Johnson tomato. Ooh. So once again, good seeds from Joe. Joe gives these out all the time. Now, on Joe's channel, if you join channel membership, start at 99 cents. And each of the levels, you get certain things for it. I think the 99-cent level, you just get in there and you get put on the wheel of for Sunday Fun Day. You get put on there once. If you do the registration video, you get put on there a second time. But if you are on the higher up levels, each level you get put on there one more time onto the wheel for getting seeds and stuff. So it's really great. The way he pays back his channel members, because they get on the wheel more, they win more often because they're on the wheel more, and they get stuff. And then each different level gets, sends seeds out to them monthly anyways, above the first one, above the jelly bean level, which is the first one. All right, so that's Garden State. That's Garden State Gardener. Back over there's Garden State Gardener. And so on Saturday, he should come out with a video like this one here is Registration Fun Day registration video. He'll have one come out on this Friday or Saturday. And be sure to go in there and comment on it. All right, next one here is, it's my other channel. So Gray Man Prepping. So and I do, like I said, I do the same thing I'm doing here on Camppatton Family Compound now. I'm doing giveaways every Tuesday, Tactical Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping. So if you not aware of Gray Man Prepping, there's the link for it. All right, Corsair Trainers. This is Steve. Steve is a non-active duty Marine, not a former Marine, because once a Marine, always a Marine. He's a non-active duty Marine, and he after he retired from the Marine Corps, he went to work as a federal officer for the federal prison system. So, hey, Rebel Canners just came in. Hey, you're going to get a shout out here, Tammy. And so Steve is a no-nonsense guy. He has live streams every Monday morning at 12 o'clock Eastern. And so it usually goes 2 hours, and he has what's called it's called the Island of Misfit Toys, and he has some great videos out here. He's doing a series called Hard Truths, very good series. He also has other ones, security videos, security for a bad day videos, some great playlists. All right. I love having Steve up on my live stream because he doesn't even cut me slack. And if he disagrees with me, he tells me he disagrees with me. And then we talk about it. We're friends. We poke fun at each other all the time. And he's a great guy. So I didn't throw his link down in there. So let me throw his link in here. There's the link to Steve's channel. Talks about security, all that stuff. And he also talks about the fact that he is a beginner gardener. And he just moved and he was just getting his garden going at another place, and he's getting it going here. He's got videos on that. Great guy to check out. All right. Next one here. Kaylin Strain. Kaylin every Sunday does a live stream on MRE reviews. And there we go. Hey, Wayne, the Ungrateful Peasants in the house. And so Kaylin does all sorts of different ones. The live streams here. So she does MR reviews, all the different ones. She does them up, tastes them, tells you what she likes about them, what she doesn't like about them. All right, so Kaylin Strain on Sundays at 8 o'clock Eastern. All right, the next one here is Martha, Old School Prepper. Martha is great. She shows a lot of stuff, how to do things. She does a lot of gardening and stuff and cooking and some great videos here on her stuff. Okay, and there's her link. And I really appreciate Martha. She's helped me out a bunch, and she edits my novels I'm working on. So when they're all done, you'll see credit for her on the lead-in page for editing my my novels and everything. Alrighty, so that takes care of Martha has some great videos when they lost power, when they were out power for 10 days or so, and she had videos that she was that she recorded and put up on that and what happened and how they worked. All right, next one here. Minuteman Prep. This is my friend Ben Gilmore. He's about 4 blocks away from me here in Idaho. And he does a lot of reviews of portable power stations or solar generators. But, there's the bigger ones are really power stations. They're not just, solar generators, because they're not really generators. They're just battery stations. And he goes and he reviews a lot of them. And he has a great list here of all the things he reviews, all the new ones coming out. And he was just doing some videos from he was at the expo going on, and he's going around interviewing a lot of them. And there's some really new stuff coming out here. And I believe it's the solid state batteries and stuff, which are really cool. And lighter and work just as long. So Ben is great. I had him on both Gray Man Prepping and Camppatton Family Compound back in December. We did a Friday on the one and a Saturday and a Tuesday on the other one, and we answered a lot of questions and explained a lot of facts on it. But he's more than happy to answer your questions if you email him. All right, next one here. Anthony at Pimento Prepared. And so I've been following Anthony for years and years. I met Anthony on the first live streams I was a guest on with Will Russell's Just in Time Prepping. Anthony's over in South Carolina, North Carolina. He's in one of the Carolinas. And he talks about all the different things and what he does, and really great guy. Anthony's been has been up on my live streams in the past as well. Anthony is the first mate for Corsairs Trainers group. I'm second mate. We were the first two to join Corsairs Trainers channel members. So. So Anthony has some good stuff. If you want to learn about baking bread and stuff, Anthony loves to do bread. He loves bread, and he does all sorts of cool things. Talks about plants and stuff, and he's making real chocolate ice cream. All the stuff you want to do, and he also talks about. He's also into economics as well, and that has some great stuff on that. All right, next one here. It's Tammy at Rebel Canners. Woo-hoo-hoo. So Tammy's in the chat here. And let me drop down in here. Tammy is great. I mean, she has her Rebel Canners Facebook page. She has Rebel Canners here. Tammy was invited to the Superb Canning Expo in Ohio. I forget how many months ago, but they had her come in and do demonstrations. That's how well she's looked upon, that the big companies invited her to come in and do demonstrations. And she has a lot of videos on how to can stuff, how to make things from what you've canned, how to do homemade soaps and stuff, canning bread and pickles, cranberry juice, and she you want to learn how to do things the way they did it before the government got involved and saying, oh, you shouldn't do it this way because we're being paid to say this. Food Security Summit. That's where she was at. And, but my grandmother my grandmother never pressure canned. She canned everything, never pressure canned. My great grandmother, water bath, canned everything, never pressure canned anything, all water bath. And Tammy shows you how you can do that. You can water bath meat, you can water bath vegetables, but you got to follow the proper times. And Tammy talks about that. So, all right. So if you want to learn about self-sufficiency and canning stuff, seriously, subscribe to Rebel Canners. All right. Next one here. Dave is coming back, Southern Ohio Prepping. He took a long hiatus. He got fed up with some of the crap going on the platform, but he's coming back. He's left all his old prepping videos up there, and there are a lot of prepping videos, dehydrating, all sorts of playlists. So he's got these playlists, and actually, wait a minute, there's more. So he's got more there. Yeah, so he's got a lot of playlists here, and videos and everything else. But now he's starting doing cooking videos again. And so he's remodeling his house, getting everything ready, and he's starting to do reviews of cooking utensils and stuff, and making different things. And so Dave's coming back. Give Dave a shout out. Tell him you're glad he's back and he's sharing his knowledge. And did I put it? Yeah, I put his link in there already. Okay. Hey, good times, Homestead. How's it going? All right, the next one here and last one here is Courtney or Corky at Wide Family Farm. Corky interviews a lot of people. She does live streams. She has what's called the Poop Troop. I'm a member of the Poop Troop. Joe's a member of the Poop Troop. Tammy's a member of the Poop Troop. CB's a member of the Poop Troop. Hugo Homestead is a member. There's a bunch in here that are a member of the Poop Troop. So everybody knows the Poop Troop. The Poop Troop started out as a joke, and she wasn't sure about it, but it's taken off, and it's really fun. We laugh, we cry, we have good times together. But she does interviews and stuff. In fact, in 2 hours from now, Courtney's going live, and let me go back to her homepage here. And so her, hang on, I'm going to copy and put her link down there. Okay, and so her link says the Corky, and that came from Bob, another one that's always up there late night. Calls everybody, it's the Ginger, it's the Corky, it's the Gil, it's the and so so she White Family Farm is has a lot of stuff. She's got chickens. You want to know about chickens? Courtney she's a chicken whisperer. She has a lot of chickens. She has a lot of chickens and turkeys. And she has a big garden. She's also part of the Shed Wars gardening competition. So So anyways, so check it. Courtney's going live. She goes live Wednesdays at 7 p.m. No, sorry, 5 p.m. Eastern. No, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 p.m. my time. I'm looking at the clock trying to do between Mountain and Eastern time. So 7 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. On Fridays, she comes on at 11:30 p.m. It's a half hour after I get done with the Friday night on the Homestead. On Sundays, she's on at 11 o'clock Eastern. And so, yeah, great stuff. They have great stuff. And both she and her husband, Dustin, do videos. And great family, great couple. Check them out. And those are just a few of the ones I follow. There are others and stuff. And I forgot to put on there, and let's see if I can bring it up here. Let me go ahead and throw one in here. I'm going to throw a bonus one in here if I can get it in here. PEA. In the chat, we have Wayne the Ungrateful Peasant. And there's Wayne. Wayne is over 1,000. He's recently moved from California to Tennessee. And so he's working on putting up some videos. And so he's got the weight loss videos here. Because he is one of the team captains on the CFC Camppatton Family Compound weight loss challenge going on, and so but he's putting out diet things to help everybody to lose weight and get back into shape. All right, let's see anything else here. I think we're good here now. So I want to thank everybody coming in. Check out these channels. Oh. New member, Rebel Canners, woohoo! All right, yeah. So my channel memberships are 99 cents a month, cheaper than a cup of coffee. So, and actually, you can get the whole year for less than a Starbucks fancy coffee. So, yeah, and so yeah, I do put out a bunch of channel members only videos and posts and everything else as well. And do early releases to channel members before they go live to everybody else. All righty, folks, thanks for coming in, and hopefully you will find some of these channels very interesting, and you'll be able to support them and help them and encourage them. They're great community supporters, and these are ones that post truth. They don't try to. They're not full of baloney trying to hook you in with clickbait stuff. You know, they're real people. All right, folks. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I'll see you in the side chat in 2 hours on White Family Homestead, and then tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping at 11:55 Eastern Time is the Midnight Ride. Open chat, whatever's on your mind. Whatever you're worried about for preparedness, and preparedness includes gardening. And I froze. Preparedness includes gardening, and hopefully we'll see you around there too as well. All right, take care, everyone. See you later.